Hello guys, this is the sixth video from Zolvo e-learning, and in this video I will tell you how to calculate percentage of any number very easily. It is a very easy trick and you must learn it so easily. So let's start with a question. Try to find out what is 15% of 80 in just 3 seconds without any formal calculations. Mm, well, I think you have found that, but I have a better trick for you. Let's go to the trick. So we have to find 15% of 80. Well, what is 15% of 80? For knowing this, we first have to understand what is a percent. Percent is a word composed of two parts, per and cent. Per means per and cent means 100. Means what is the meaning of this? Per 100 means amount per 100 will be called percent. So let's think about what is 100%. 50%, 10%, and 5% of any given number. So 100% of any given number is the number itself. Like if we talk about 80, then 100% of 80 is 80. Okay, 50% is half of 100. So 50% of a number will be half of 80, that is 40. And 10% is one decimal shifted leftward. So 10% of the number is 8. Here's the point, here's the decimal, and we shift this decimal here. So 10% is 8.0 and 5% is half of 10, so 4.0. So we just have to think about these four quantities: 100%, 50%, 10%, and 5% for this particular trick. So let's go on our trick first. We have to find 15% of 80. Okay, so 15 is actually 10 plus 5. So, but we have to find 10% of 80 and then 5% of 80. That is 10% of 80 is 8 and 5% of 80 is half of 8, that is 4. So 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. So our answer would be 12. Simple. Is it as simple? It is as simple as that. So let's think about another example. Uh, our let's take any number like 60%, 60% of, let about 84. How can you calculate 60% of 84? So, well, it is quite easy. 60 is what? 50% plus 10%. Okay. What is 50% of 84? And it means 50% of 84 would be half of the number itself. So 50% of 84 is 42 and 10% of 84 is 8.4. Decimal is here and shift the decimal leftward. So 8.4. So our answer would be 42 plus 8.4, that is 50.4. It is quite easy. 60% of 84 is 50.4. And you can do this with any number.